weekly stock market stories where I share my personal opinion and insight of what's happening on some of the stocks listed under the Philippine stock market. If you want exclusive investing related contents in the Philippine stock market, check the pinned comment. So the first one is Keeper Holdings. So no, earnings season and patapos na, halos nag-submit na lahat ng earnings report. Yung mga companies and Keeper, flattish ata yung nireport niya, no? And di ba yung sentiment kasi yung kanyang operating profit seems to be declining because of nag-import, no? Alfonso. Pero flat siya kasi may mga investment to, no? Short-term investment. So, ayan, flattish pero first half performance is still a little bit growing. Nasakto yung I think short-term investment nila ngayong masyadong malakas yung dolyar compared to peso. Pero hindi siya nagustuhan ng investor. So, ayan, ang sentiment. Number 2, RCB. So, I think medyo nagiging laggard na bangko na rin to. No? May mga maganda lang siyang headline na kesyo Japan, ganyan. Dito nag-invest pero wala, laggard na bangko. Nag-report to in pangit yung kanyang Q2 ata. Ayan, okay. 4.1. Isa rin ata to sa mga more on consumer banking na bangko, credit card, ganyan. NPL niya, pumangit, no? 4.6 million naging 5.3. Cover niya 50-50 and then ROE of only 5.48. So, laggard na bangko. Obviously, mas pahit ngayon yan kaysa kila yung mga malaking bangko like BDO, BPI. So, not a good look sa bangko na to. Benefited from stabilizing interest rate. Wala silang benefit. Decline nga eh. Yuchenko Banco din Spanish digital asset, wala, hindi nagmamaterialize, no? Number 3, AEV. So, selective accumulation as investors evaluated for the holding. So, maganda yung performance ni Aboitiz Power. Mostly ng AEV is Aboitiz Power. And X factor niya kung mag-recover, Union Bank. Okay. Kasi pag nag-recover si Union Bank, continuous na mag-recover. Almost lahat ng subsidiary ni AEV growing na. So ito, hindi pa ito nagre-report. We'll see kasi minsan maganda, then biglang papahit naman ng sobra. So very erratic yung performance niya kasi isa rin to, may matas to na NPL, no? So hindi pa nila sinasubmit yung latest statement of condition. Okay. Pero yung first half nila, ayan, up daw ng 113%. So, kung tuloy-tuloy yan na, may growth yung Union Bank, I think, interesting yung, EEV. Number 4, Double Dragon. Market buzz ahead of its scheduled opening of its largest hotel property development in Mindanao. Puro pangungutang. Nagawa na ito. The expansion accelerates the fierce recurring income pipeline na parang hindi nagmamaterialize yung kanilang, tawag na, yung City Mall. Yung concept nila about City Mall, no, hindi siya nagmamaterialize as expected. Ang problema, laki pa ng utang neto. Okay. Yung binabanatan neto ngayon is nagre-raise ng capital sa sa ibang bansa, yung Hotel 101 nila na concept naman. Bago nilang concept. Ang tanong, papatusin na kaya yun? So, di ba to nagsasubmit? May press release na. Pero yung mga yung mga binibida nila yung mga Hotel 101 eh. So, malayo pa rin siya sa kanyang peak dati, no? Ito yung kasagsagan ng dati, yung yung hype nung tawag nun, yung kanilang mga City Mall, no? Parang story niya dati, the next SM, ganon. Number 5, SecB. Traded title alongside the PSE financial sector. Gaining sa Pinas, blah, blah, blah. So, SECB, laggard dito, no? On recent years. So, report na siya ng growing. Okay. Dapat lang kasi tagal na itong ano, laggard talaga. And ito rin, no? More on consumer banking yung profile nito. Credit card, ganyan. So, na-maintain naman nila below industry average na yung kanilang NPL cover of 85. Pero ROE nila is still pangit, mababa, no? Compared to other banks out there. Kaya, ganun din, no? Walang sentiment. SECB, dating nasa ano yan? Nasa main index. Number 6, Wilcon. Navigated localized headwind as broader property and industrial sub-indices face selling pressure. So, Wilcon, nag-report na rin to. Resilient pa rin, surprisingly. No? Ayan, 626, 640. So, worst of nila still a little bit growing. Despite, ang dami ngayon, consumer discretionary na talagang lagapak yung kanilang mga nire-report. So, ito, so far, is wala pa rin yung sentiment, no? Trading near its IPO level, no? Malayo sa nirally niya dati, oh. So, ibig sabihin, dahil pa rin dyan, ipit, companies leaning on store network density and optimized logistics distribution to protect margins. Number 7, GT Cap. Steady tracking volume as analyst reassess large cap conglomerate valuations following mid-year earnings disclosure na pangit. Sabi ko na nga ba, mayari si Toyota eh. Wala na, nag-slowdown nga si Toyota ngayon eh. Hindi naman sa Pilipinas, globally, no? Nag-slowdown si Toyota. Gawa ng unti-unti kinakain siya ng yung mga electric vehicle. Mostly, BYD. Okay? Kaya si GT Cap, wala, no? Naubusan na ng Toyota fanboys. So GT Cap press release, makita mo rito. So MBT is flattish, di ba? Toyota Motors so net income, blah blah blah. Slow down in automotive demand. Ito rin, no, sa rin to sa salarin. Siyempre, tataas na oil price. Bibili ka pa ng fuel-based na sakyan, di ba? Despite these headwinds, TMP closed the first up on a relative positive note, posting a 3.2% month increase in sales. Pero yung profit, lagapak, di ba? So as of today, malaki pa rin yung market share nila, no? Siyempre. Pero yan eh, unti-unti ina-undercut ng BYD. So GT Cap, wala, no? Wala pa ring sentiment. Number 8, Costco tsaka P-Gold. Nag-report na rin to. Actually, yung second quarter nila slow down. So, sobrang ganda lang kasi nung mga first quarter nila, pero second half actually slow down. Yan, 2-3, naging 2-2. First half still growing. So, Pure Gold, yan, flattish, no? Pero growing first half. So, Costco, nagrarally to nung nakaraan eh. Costco, yan pa rin. Okay. And then, Pure Gold, ito ata yung tumigil yung kanyang rally. Nag-correct. So far, I think, resilient pa rin, no? So, ayan, may footprint pa rin daw yung kanilang, SNR. Continue to insulate the big box retail format from inflationary pressure. Kasi SNR, mga yan eh. Mga middle income yung bumibili naman dyan. Number 9, APX. Grali na naman ata. Again, because of bumalik yung good sentiment sa gold stock. Pero, hindi na pala, no? Hirap na siyang umangat. Pero eto, magre-report pa rin to ng growing earnings until third quarter. So yan, report na naman siya ng growing earnings. Pero again, stock market is forward looking, baka Factory na to hanggang third quarter. Ang performance niya na yan. Okay. Despite short-term equity volatility, high realized global dip volume benchmark continue to underpin fundamental mine revenue expectation. Number 10, MWC. Sustained steady defensive inflows as market participants rotated into highly volatile infrastructure play. So MWC, nag-report dito ng slowdown sa Q2. Pero mostly lang yan. Finance expenses, ganyan. First half niya still growing. EBITDA niya, I believe growing pa rin to. And continuous na silang nagka-cash flow positive. So may mga projects na to na unti-unti, continuously nagmamaterialize. Pero ayan, still suffering from a correction. Number 11, Ionics. Experience heightened trading activity following a robust 40% surge. Di pa nagre-report eh. Di ba? Baka next week pa. Pero we'll see sa kanyang second half. Kasi to eh. Exporter. Napansin ko ngayon, malalakas yung mga nag-export eh. Gawa ng sobrang lakas ng dolyar. So ayon, pinitik siya recently. Okay. 40% na siya for the month of August. Na si Ayon, diniscuss ko yan sa aking Patreon this year. Undervalued talaga siya, during the time na diniscuss ko. Assuming continuous yung nila, yung growth ng nilang na-export ng mga product, you will be a 15% revenue expansion in semiconductor. May may headline recently. Yung mga electronics and semiconductor na export ngayon sa Pilipinas. Nag-grow ata sila ng Q2. Number 12, Alter. Pure play renewable energy developer remained on investor watch list as clean energy firm push capital deployment. Puro solar. Wala. Bagsak. Kasi nasa buildings phase. Kung gagalaw man yan, more on speculative movement. Yan, so mag-normalize mga earnings ng mga ganito. And yet, binavalue siya 3 billion na wala pa ata di pa ata papalo sa 100M yung may earnings nito. So expensive. Okay. Assuming di mag-materialize on time yung mga project niya. Market participants are monitoring regulatory updates on upcoming green energy auction to gauge long-term grid offtake pricing. Sige pa, solar ng solar. Dapat sa Pilipinas, nuclear na kagad. Nuclear energy. Number 13, DMC. Diversified Engineering Conglomerate. Active volume trading as market players balance energy market swings against wala nga, hindi nga gumagana yung kanilang mga infrastructure eh. Kasi wala big ticket project si BBM eh. Integrated power generation and mining operations provided a balanced revenue profile during shifting macroeconomic cycle. So interestingly kay DMC sa ngayon, gumagana yung kanyang mining segment. Okay. So nag-report siya ng growing na Q2. Ayan, despite SCC parang na lang siya, naging pure power generating company na lang siya. Give up na sila sa kanilang mining na segment for now. For DMC nakakuha siya ng bagong growth driver, and that is nickel mining. So DMCI homes nila this year gumagana kasi on some other years wala yan laggard yan Maynilad bumaba lang gawa ng na-dilute yung ownership nila nung nag-IPO si Maynilad. DMCI Power, not that significant, pero pwede na. Engineering and construction, wala ka yan project. And concrete, nabawasan lang ng loss. Saan dito yung nickel niya? Ito pala, DMCI Mining, no? Biglang naging 1.3 from 344. So kung mag-continue yung momentum nito into the third and fourth, di ba? Malaking growth driver nila yan ah. So yung active daw nila na operations from 2 naging 3. So you'll see. Number 14, Cebu Air. Budget carrier face tracking scrutiny as the service sub-index adjusted to fluctuating global jet fuel benchmark. Nag-report na to. Obviously, not that good. Kasi second quarter dyan nag-start yung Middle East conflict. Ayan. Biglang nag-negative. So, wala na. Tanggal na naman yung sentiment dito. Mahirapan na naman sila. Di ba? Parang pandemic lang ulit. Nangyayari na naman yung nilang business. And lastly, PSE reported an almost 20% surge in first half profit, higher market turnover. So average daily value turnover climbed 13% daw. Oh. May mga namimili, di ba? Credited to the ito yung Capital Market Efficiency Promotion Act. So slowdown on the second quarter pero first half is growing. So pag pabuluran ng PSEI, diyan kikita yung mga gantong business, di ba? Kasi dadami yung pa-participate. Tapos for every swing, di ba? Trade nila yan eh. Buy below this level, sell on top. Yan. Yung ibang traders na puro loss. Lumipat sa ibang market, babalik sila rito tapos dito na ulit sila magti-trade. Ganyan.